and pop and then go into space. They actually featured him at the nail and made it a problem for you. He's gotten better over the years at that. So, that'll be an issue for us tonight if we decide to, game plan it that way or change our game plan. We decide to switch some things or, junk up the defense. Our smalls will have to sit down and guard him and do the best they can at contesting without fouling. He does a good job getting the line too if you're too aggressive with him. We all know what it is. A guy that big that shoots it like that from all over the gym with all the talent they already have, he brings a lot of problems.
You basically answered my question, but is there one or two things that you would like to do better tonight than you did in the last game?
Just be more consistent throughout the whole game. I thought the Indiana game, we showed so much defensive energy in the second quarter. I thought the third quarter was really good for the first 6 minutes, and then it kind of went away, and the guys looked gassed again. So we just have to rotate it as best we can to create that defensive intensity throughout the game. This is going to be, it's a real challenge with those guys back. Like I said, that provides more depth for them, provides guys to play more in their role, which always is what people should be doing. Just consistency on the defensive end, and please keep the offense the same.
Just following up on sort of what you mentioned about the spacing with Spencer and some of that stuff. What goes into the process sort of with the quick adjustments when someone like that is suddenly in the starting lineup, as far as when to put him in the dunker, when to have him in a corner, when to bring him in as a screener, that sort of thing? Obviously, some teams have put their centers on him too. So.
Yeah, no, I think it's, you go into the game and we run our continuity stuff, and that stuff is more multi-positional. Everybody screens for each other, rip screens, pin downs, snapping the ball inside, all those things. And then as you see the game go, and you see if Spence has it going that night, or Peyton in Memphis the one night, if somebody's got it going, then they become more of a spacer in the corner as opposed to being a guy in the dunker. And that's just what it is, especially when we're just this is like a lineup we're just trying to figure out until we get healthy. So it's a night-to-night thing, as opposed to the bench, which is different. Tim's Tim. We know where Jonas is going to be. The starting groups actually become kind of a mystery night-to-night of who's going to do what, how to space them correctly, especially in Jamal's pet plays and Nicola's post-ups. You kind of feel out the game as it goes, and I think the guys have been really unselfish about understanding, hey, Spence has it going tonight, I'm going to allow him to have the corner. If they're delving a certain way, I'll become the cutter that creates a 2-on-1, 3-on-2 on the backside, which would create paint threes through Nicola's post-ups when we see double teams. So it's a night-to-night thing.
Kind of on that note, how are you watching teams defend Nikola Jokic in the first couple minutes of the games and making adjustments based on that?
Yeah, you almost have to put him in, because he plays every spot. So right away you see matchups, if they're going to cross-match. If they do cross-match, they're probably coming from the biggest guy. The other night they came from the second person regardless